Today, I want to talk to you guys how I was able to make $800 cash from my Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. So stay tuned.
My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector, a subsidiary of Clear and Strategic. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from management to owning 2 debt collection companies. Over the last 10 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit. Now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. Let's go.
In the beginning of my credit journey, like a lot of you guys, it was all about just getting approved for credit cards, right? Coming from a background that I came from where my credit was bad and having very little knowledge, once my score got into the 700 club, the first thing I thought was, well, now it's time to apply for credit cards. By doing it this way in the beginning, I missed out on a lot of money. Let me explain to you how that happened. So, like most people, when I first was cleaning up my credit, I went obviously the cheap route, or not understanding. Let me not say the cheap route, but now what I would do typically back 7-8 years ago when I first started applying for credit cards is I would go through Credit Karma. As you can see, these are currently my scores right now, 768 on Equifax and TransUnion. This is in fact a Vantage score, but more important than these scores is as you go down, you can see that they're always offering you rewards, right, with regards to credit cards. So this is where I came, like a lot of people, to actually look for credit cards to apply for. Credit Karma is a free service and platform, but the reality is one of the ways that they make money is by offering credit cards for you. So for myself, with regards to this, as you can see right down here, it shows all of the credit cards I could be approved for. So typically that's what I would do. I would look up here, it says very good, good chance of getting approved, very good of getting approved, excellent on the Citibank, which I actually already have this card, and the Hilton, which I already have this card, but it's showing that I have excellent approvals. So typically all I would do is click the continue button and actually sign up for cards here. And at that time span, not understanding the point system, not understanding, introductory points and so forth, I was just applying for credit cards because I was so excited that now I can get approved for credit cards. The first probably 3 credit cards that I applied for, I was approved for. But whatever bonus that they had at that time span, I completely missed out on because I didn't have a plan and I didn't understand exactly what I was supposed to do in order to get the points. I was just excited at the fact that I was approved for a credit card for $3,000 up to $20,000 at that time span. My first 3 credit cards, that was the amount that I was getting approved for. I was just excited about getting these credit cards and having that credit balance for the first time. Applying for credit cards without a plan is just not good at all. You'll lose out on the points and so forth. So with regards to this Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, it gave an introductory of 80,000 points, but the key is you would have to spend $4,000 in 3 months in order to get the 80,000 points. Now, for your average person, when applying for this credit card in particular, if you don't have a plan, then you're not going to get the 80,000 points. I've missed out on thousands of points due to the fact that I didn't have a plan beforehand. Now, when it comes to this Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, what I did was I knew that I had a cruise coming up in January. My family goes on cruises at least once or 2 a year, but nevertheless, we're going on a cruise in January for my sister's 50th birthday. And so we had the money set aside with regards to the cruise. I knew it would cost anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000. But before actually spending, I wanted to find credit cards out there that have rewards where I can get some money back or cash back or whatever the circumstance is. And in this case, I knew that if I used this credit card, I would get $800 cash back or up to $1,000 in travel rewards if you redeem it through the Chase portal, right? So I already knew from the beginning part, because I planned this thing out, that I was going to actually use this credit card with regards to getting these 80,000 points, which would save me on the actual trip. Now, the key thing here is I didn't go get this credit card, knew I had this deal, and then I figured I would pay back the 4K, with the interest and so forth. I knew that I had the money in the bank because I use my credit cards like a debit card. I only spend what I have in the bank. And so I knew by using this credit card, I would get $800 cash back. And so I figured I could stack that up and save it for me and my wife's anniversary, which will be coming up next year. We'll be 8 years married come July of next year, July 23rd to be exact. So I'm always planning ahead and planning with steps in front to figure out exactly how I can maximize using my credit cards, whether it's the credit cards I currently have, which I have a bunch, or applying for a brand new credit card. Be sure to use the link down below if you do want to try and apply for the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. So let me show you guys exactly what it is and how it is once you do click the link down below. Obviously here you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Currently, right now, they're giving 20,000 points more. If you spend, obviously, like I stated before, you're going to have to spend the $4,000 in 3 months. So make sure you plan with regards to that. But it has 80,000 points, and that's 1,000 travels rewards. So let me break down these numbers for you just so that you understand, right? Make sure you move quickly on this because it's only going to be a temporary thing. But this is the reality of it. So, 80,000 points after spending 4,000 on purchases within the first 3 months of opening up the account. Now, the time with regards to that does start when you're approved for the credit card originally. So, the reality is you may get approved on like the 5th of the month. You may not get the card till like the 12th of that same month. But the 5th is when that time starts. So that's why it's very, very key before actually applying for the credit card that you understand your plan with regards to getting the points that you're going to need and spending the $4,000 in that first 3 months. In my case, because I knew of the trip, if you guys have a trip or something planned, then it makes sense to apply for this if that trip's going to cost you $4,000 plus, so that way you can maximize on that amount. So as you can see, you basically get about a penny for each point that you spend. 80,000 points equates to the amount of $800. Now, one of the things I didn't specify with regards to this Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card is there is a $95 annual fee. So by spending that $4,000 and planning for it, that still will net you, as it shows here, $705. Now, you get 25% more, so you get a $1.25% more for every dollar by redeeming for travel, right? So in my case, I'm not sure. I know that I'll get the $800 cash back. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use it, but I know that I am going to be planning something for our 8th marriage anniversary with my wife. So these points with other points from other credit cards that I have, I will be using for that anniversary. And guess what? I will spend absolutely $0. But if you do redeem it for rewards, it'll come up to about $1,000 worth of travel. And with that, you can use it for flights for an airplane. You can use that for hotel stay as well as car rentals through the Chase app. These are the plans and the stuff that I say with regards to how I was able to get $800 or up to $1,000 worth of travel or $800 worth of cash, but obviously $705 after you pay that annual fee. So that money will pay for itself with regards to the annual fees, which makes it very worth the actual credit card if you plan beforehand. Now, what's the alternative? Well, maybe you pay with your debit card or your checking account, and guess what? In my case, I'll still get to go on that cruise and enjoy my sister's 50th birthday, but if you can save some money or make some money with regards to that, why not go that route? Having a plan is best before applying for these credit cards. That way you can maximize on these credit cards. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And as always, you be great.